So how do you absorb multiple days of a conference and get it into a format that you can absorb and follow up with all your notes? I literally sat during a Go High Level conference for the past 3 days listening to some phenomenal speakers and writing furious notes in a notebook. Old fashioned, I understand, but that's how I learn. So how do I take all of that and pull out the information that I need? So I've talked about TurboScribe. I love this tool, but I first went in and just really recorded into my computer, reading through my pages of notes and hit go, and this is what came out. So it took all of my 3 days of notes and pulled it out into a transcription. Very easy, right? Then I took it into ChatGPT. We're going to do this live. Took this into ChatGPT, and let's get into chat. I want to do a prompt. I'm going to speed this up, so bear with me. So I asked it while it's doing its thing. I asked it to summarize major themes of the 3-day event. If there's speakers that I noted, go and do some research on them, because I have some areas that I just didn't take really great notes and can't even read my own writing. But also to generate a list of content ideas for you guys that I can put onto social media for Shift Smart and help you understand the things that I learned in an easier way. Let's see what came back. So it gave me a lot. It came back with major themes and strategic insights. So it pulled out a few things that really popped open, but were also important in my notes. So it did that, and then gave me opportunities and gaps. So things that I can exploit, for lack of a better term, in kind of creating content. So that's a great thing. Little feels and content from research. So there were some things that I was missing. Billy Jean was there, if you know who Billy Jean is. He's a great marketer, and so there were some things in there that I was missing. It kind of filled that piece out. It created content ideas and funnels, which I didn't ask it to, but that's great. So it came up with ideas for funnels and content themes, ideas for lead magnets and topics, what the hook should be. So that's pretty cool. I could kind of massage that. Came up with a lot of them. So it came up with low-hanging experiments. So this is something that we can test out and see, this in particular, do I need an AI consultant? That's something that I'm focusing on for working with small business owners. So we're going to do a little quiz that personalizes things. So it's things that I can test out. Framing and positioning. So a lot of the tech world to some is especially AI is just a big black box. And so how can I get people inspired to learn and pick these tools up one at a time and really start to engage? And so that was a big part of the conversation there and giving me some ideas. Doing some SWOT analysis using AI and Sora based on what I wanted to capture. So some strengths on my side, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats as I kind of try and grow an area of my business, and recommendations for attracting clients in that respect. It even asked me if it wanted to turn this into a 30 and 60-day content calendar. So let's hit yes and see what happens. All right, so I sped that piece up, but what do we actually do? So it came back and asked questions, which was nice, so I could start to tailor my content creation. It asked, who's the audience focus? So for me, I want a mix of all of these people. It could be different for you based on your business. What's the outcome? I'm really looking to build my brand. I'm looking for education content, and I'm also, obviously, like everybody else, I'm looking for leads. Platform mix, I'm going to focus on LinkedIn. But also newsletters and content on Instagram. My content style, I really want to be a blend of educational and practical. These are simple, easy to use, but I want to keep it fun and make it engaging. And then I don't really have any call to actions right now. I'm going to kind of let it go and see what we come up with. So let's hit go. All right, so this is a lot to absorb. It gave me daily content. You're supposed to be posting 2 to 3 times a day, but if you can do one, maybe one every other day is what you can ask for. So everything from storytelling. So, what's my story? Everybody has a great story. Share your background, your experience, what got you into this, explain your why. A voice AI demo, quick wins, tutorials, short stories, prompt tips, tools you can use, mini case studies, so all kinds of fun things that mix it up and give you a blend of things to do. It helped create evergreen content topics and newsletter ideas. I'm going to share something in another video called Brandify.ai, and it's something I just found this week at my conference. And this is going to take this whole concept of content creation to a whole other level. What it does is it helps target my ideal client persona. Who am I looking for? In particular, very targeted, and actually create the content for me using the tone of voice, the words, and then basically stalk them and tell me where they're hiding out, what blogs are they reading, what podcasts are they listening to, what conferences are they going to, and allow me to pinpoint and use my marketing budget in a smarter way. So just some tips and some fun things that I've built and using to help me absorb vast amounts of data in a really quick way and help me steer it towards the content that makes sense for my channel and my clients. So I hope that helps.